Well, kumusta kayo mga idol? Ang ating mga panood sa video ito ay laban ni Nonito Donaire versus Reymart Gaballo. Pero bago natin umpisa ng video ito, kung bago ka lang sa aming munting channel, kalimutan mag-subscribe at pakita na notification bell sa all para lagi tayo updated sa bago nating i-upload tulad nito. Maraming salamat po. Kung natin umpisa ng bakbakang ito, ay mag-intro muna tayo mga idol. Ating balikan ang naging laban ni Nonito Donaire versus Reymart Gaballo at alamin kung paano nga ba tinalo ni Nonito Donaire si Reymart Gaballo sa kanilang bakbakan.
1. The bell, round 1 scheduled for 12. Donaire has fought 18 opponents who have won a title during his career, tied with Canelo for the most champions fought among active champs.
He's fought an amazing stretch of champions, like the guy on my right, Abner Maris, who a few years ago fought just about everybody in his weight division.
You know, there was a time where, we were going to do a fight against Donaire, but, politics, promotion against promotion, but never happened. And I don't see it happening anytime soon. I don't see myself at 118.
No.
Well, Donaire, known for that lethal left hook. In fact, he won his first world title at flyweight with the same crushing left hook against Victor Chinyan, 2007 on Showtime. And in fact, the first Filipino champion, also flyweight.
Yeah, big right uppercut by Gaballo.
And a left hook to the body by Donaire.
Gaballo landed a tremendous punch and Donaire walked through it. That was a big shot by him.
There's a left splitting the guard for Donaire.
Gaballo doing, I'm sorry.
No, please.
Gaballo doing a good job of keeping his hands up, which is very important for him in this fight.
Really tight guard. He's doing a good job by that because, most of the times he'll throw a jab and he'll put his right hand down. But
sharp right hand, a lead right by Donaire.
Of course, that was because we were praising his defense. Naturally.
And with the retirement of Manny Pacquiao, Nonito Donaire, the current face of Filipino boxing, and to think at his age, at this weight class, your prime, 27 to 31 and then usually done. He went back down from 126 to 118. And here he is defending the title for the first time in his second reign with the WBC belt.
It's just so difficult fighting Donaire because either you could be timed, you could be pressured. That's why you see Gaballo being hesitant right now. He's thinking, should I throw right hand? Should I throw my jab? I just got counterpunched right now, so.
Well, Gaballo does throw below the bantamweight average as we come up on the final 30 seconds of the opening round, but Gaballo putting together a combination.
Both men very economical with their punches here in round 1. And I think Gaballo really doesn't want it. There's that left hook by Donaire.
There's a counter right by Donaire, splitting the guard of Gaballo. Fans, well, they are enthusiastic, and they have been treated to the usual scintillating action here in Carson, California. And this is round number 2.
Donaire is self-trained. Of course, his wife Rachel works on the conditioning and also helps with strategy, but he is essentially self-trained, and he said that's kind of liberating. I can figure out what I want to do.
Yeah, and he's been sparring with former 122-pound titleist Angelo Leo to prepare for this fight.
You know what? That's really smart from him.
Yes.
The way that he thinks. Because at the end of the day, you go to the trainer and he teaches you a certain style. And there's something like, at this point in his career, he knows it all.
Gaballo, the son of a truck driver and a mother who spent many hours working in a production plant, and all the sacrifices that the families make to support the cause. And of course, a proud moment for not only Gaballo but for Donaire, and again the respect that has been shared between these two. Probably won't be shared between the ropes, but
Donaire feinting. Gaballo doesn't want to fall for any of that. He wants to keep his guard high and then look for the power opportunities, especially with that right hand.
Nonito being really smart there because he sees that Gaballo's being a little hesitant right there, overthinking. And what do? You feint to make him make a mistake.
talk about Donaire's legendary career. One of just 9 men to hold a widely recognized world championship in 3 different decades.
That's pretty extraordinary.
Gaballo was 4, I believe, when Donaire turned.
That's staggering too.
Final minute of the second, and there Donaire with the overhand right, countered by Gaballo off the ropes.
We've seen more of the right hand from Donaire than the left. He looked for the left hook there a moment after he landed that right.
Double jab, and then Gaballo gets countered by the Donaire jab, and Donaire double pumping the jab.
Yeah, doing a really good job by jabbing from the outside, and whenever he wants to get in, like Al pointed out, he goes in straight with that right hand. He's in a good position to let his left hand go.
Gaballo has never been down in a fight, but certainly he's facing the biggest puncher that he's faced.
Get off his head, get off his head. Get a stop at the belt, gentlemen.
39-year-old Nonito.
3.
That left hook. And you know, we spend most of the fights with Donaire wondering when that big left hook is going to be detonated. He has scored 22 knockdowns with that left hook.
He's smart about that left hook. He doesn't just let it go. He waits for the right time. He didn't see it there. He didn't let it go.
Donaire turning 39 last month. He felt after the Inoue fight that he still had a purpose in the sport. Came in strong against Dubali. Now he says his purpose is to become undisputed champion of the world at his best weight, 118 pounds. But he best wait until he gets past Reymart Gaballo, who has Donaire in trouble here in 3rd round.
Big right hand by Gaballo. That was an excellent, that's an example of his power with the right hand, and it pushed Donaire back.
And you know how that started was because Gaballo started landing his jab.
Yeah.
He's being quicker with the jab. You take away the jab from Donaire, you be first, and now we're in the fight.
Counter left hook upstairs by Donaire. There's the jab that lands for Donaire. And again, styles make fights, but already a much better fight for Gaballo in terms of the styling. He talked about that against Emmanuel Rodriguez, a fight that, let's face it, nobody, Bueno thought he'd won.
Yeah, Rodriguez, he fought a very clever fight against Gaballo with a lot of movement. Donaire coming forward.
Counter right hand by Donaire. Nice exchange here in the 3rd.
And the fascinating thing about this fight is Donaire has been a right-handed puncher for the most part in this fight. Those are the big punches he's landing. And, of course, Gaballo has landed some good rights. We knew that was his major weapon.
Yeah, we talk about Donaire, of course, right-handed, but naturally left-handed, as we've mentioned on many occasions. A minute left here in the 3rd.
This fight has turned into a timing type of fight. They're both waiting for the right time. Look how Donaire starts bouncing, waiting for a right time to counter. He wasn't able to because Gaballo was able to land the jab.
Yeah, sharp jab by Gaballo. There's the left hook right by Gaballo. Lead right uppercut by Gaballo on the inside that misses. Gaballo utilizing some footwork. Donaire trying to cut off the ring. There's a right hand over the top by Donaire.
There you go.
Donaire, one thing that's interesting, he just hasn't found the home for that hook, even to the body. He tried it to the body, and it just hasn't been there yet for him.
And the youth of Gaballo being served until the final seconds of the 3rd as Donaire now unloading on Gaballo, but Gaballo fighting back. Good stuff in round
4.
revisit what happened in that last round. Left hook landing by Gaballo, and then that was that right hand that we talked about early in the round. Donaire, however, was able to come back with his own right hand. And even though Gaballo's still countering him, look at, there's Donaire just...
Reymart Gaballo was last cut over 7 years ago, and a small cut here in round number 3 for Nonito Donaire, his first fight against a fellow Filipino since 2002. He's fought opponents from 18 different countries.
He's the United Nations of boxing.
He's fought them all. And another interesting thing to point out about age is, you know, they say that once you get older, you lose your legs, your timing, and it doesn't show.
Oh, wow, there's a well-timed right hand down by Donaire.
You look at his leg, the bounce, and the well-timed punches from Donaire.
Well, you know, it was kind of startling to hear Donaire say he feels he's a better fighter now at 39 than he was in his early 20s.
I think he feels like he's discovered certain things about himself and about the way he fights. And, you know, that can lead you to important things. He's off to a good start in this round, to be sure.
But in many ways, you know, with that statement, he's facing a guy here in 25. In Gaballo, who has 20 knockouts, so has some pop, but has again never faced someone of the caliber, the pedigree of a Donaire, and there was a good combination there by Gaballo.
Yeah, he landed, the right hand kind of snuck in there. You know, Gaballo has sparred with two of the nemesis of Donaire, Guillermo Rigondeaux and Naoya Inoue.
Wow, and Donaire just ripped a right hand to the body and then went upstairs.
And it's just the 4th round, too. We want to see how Donaire keeps looking, you know, as the fight progresses.
He's beginning to sit down on his punches in this round a little more.
Power punches in this fight. We see, you know, an edge for Donaire. Not a monstrous edge, but a significant edge. Gaballo has landed the jab a little bit more, and earlier it was really setting up the right hand, but it hasn't in the last round or so.
Gaballo's vision, doing a good job of staying out of range, trying to work his own jab, double pumps, lands the second one. There's another jab by Gaballo.
You said it right, Mo. He's staying out of range from that hook, even the right hand, even though Donaire lands it here and there.
And Donaire sneaks a right hand to the body and then the left hook and a jab upstairs. So Donaire coming back, and then Gaballo fire back. Gaballo goes down for the first time in his career, courtesy of a body shot. Nonito Donaire blasts Gaballo to the body, and immediately the sportsmanship, the idol tending to his fallen foe. But what a shot by Nonito Donaire, and at 39, the power is still there.
The power, he showed it. He's knocked out guys cold. Perfect picture, but this was a body shot. It was well placed. Just when I was talking about how Gaballo was staying out of range, you know, from Nonito's power punches, here comes Nonito and he shut me up.
Well, the interesting thing is he hadn't been able to land a perfect left hook to the head. Oh, a family photo. And
that's Jarrell and Logan, his 2 sons.
Yeah, it's a family affair for him for sure. There's his wife Rachel, and they are all happy. And here are the numbers in that fight. And 13 body punches landed by Donaire, none as important as the one we just saw in round 4 that sent Gaballo down for the first time, as you pointed out, in his career, and he stayed down. He got up, but then went back down. And for Nonito Donaire, you know, that left hook is always there. It's always present, whether it's the body or the head. It can do you in. And Gaballo was actually having some good moments, and there it goes. Wow.
Wow.
Great leverage on that punch,
Wow,
Abner.
great leverage, right in the liver. That was a beautiful liver shot. Gaballo was not able to recover. He, like you mentioned, he tried to get up, but he said, no, it's not happening. I'm so
The
hurt.
paralyzing shot of that liver shot.
can't move.
Gaballo tried. He tried to get up. He went right back down.
You have no idea how much those punches hurt.
The delayed reaction, but here it is again, Al.
Get great leverage by Donaire, and just when he hits you with that left hook, whether it's in the body or the head, he has a good chance of knocking you down.
The liver shot.
Of 2 minutes 59 seconds in round number 4. He is the winner by way of knockout and still the WBC bantamweight champion of the world, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire.
One of
Hanggang dito na lang po ang ating video. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood, walang sawang suporta. Ikaw idol, ano masasabi mo sa bakbakang ito? Para sa inyong opinion, i-comment mo niyan sa ating comment section sa ibaba. At kung nagustuhan mo naman ang video ito, paiwan naman ako ng like at pasubscribe na rin sa ating munting channel. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Sama kayo na rin lang, mag-ingat, God bless. Bye bye!